Guys, welcome to a new video of professional fishing. The aim of this video is to show you how to catch Wells catfish and or European sturgeon up north of the starting area to buy the $50,000 purchase to own ATV. For now, we're going to rent it. So here we are renting it. Rent it for 2 hours of gameplay. Now let's get started. So where we're going to go is we're going to go all the way up here. I'll show you. Up this road, 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 up to here. And for the European sturgeon, there'll be a different setup, but the place you want to fish for the European sturgeon is at the end of this dock here, and with a certain setup. At first, you can only probably afford one of the rods to get the setup, but as you make gold, you can buy buy better and better rods, so you can have 3-feeder rods at the top notch for fishing. Now, over at Stone Flood here, which is an easier place to fish than the European sturgeon, is for the Wells catfish. This is where I started off. At first I started with 1 good rod, then I built up to 2 good rods, then I built up to 3 good rods. So the first place we're going to head to is Stone Flood. So let's take the long trip up there. Hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so let's go back. Let's rent our we rented our ATV, so let's get on it. Vehicles, and gotta get on it. Hold on. Use vehicle. Make sure we're going in the right direction. Yeah, we are. So let's these are harder to at the start. These are a little hard to steer, so don't go too fast or you'll crash unless you're good at it. And we're heading to Stone Flood. I figure if you do 4 to 6 hours at different time periods, like an hour here, an hour there. Whoop, hold on, it spun out. Hour here, an hour there. You will, in a 4 to 6 hours, you'll have enough money to buy your you have enough money to buy your ATV. That's my goal. Right now I'm only like 6 kilometers short, 6K short, or 6 to 10K short. I need to get it. Okay, let's drive a little slower so we can make it there without too many accidents. Here's the first road. Now we go up here. Now I would recommend you buy, I haven't figured out a way, when you rent these ATVs, it's basically your time is running out. Now if you need 2 to 6 hours of fishing up here, obviously your ATV time is going to run out, and then you're going to be stranded, and you'll have to walk all the way back to the starting area to rent another one, or if to buy it, because there's no ATV spot as far as I know to rent or buy up here. So be careful and take note. We're getting close. I think on the right hand side here is Mauritian Lake. Yeah, it's a big lake. We're gonna go up and around to the north. Let me show you. We're gonna go up, up. The sturgeon spot is right here, but we're gonna go to Stone Flood, which is just around the corner. To catch a Wells catfish. Up here on the right is the rocky shore. That's getting close. The next spot up is where you catch the sturgeon, European sturgeon. Those are the bigger fish to catch. And they're harder on your line and harder on your reels. But if you're careful, you won't do much damage and you can make your gold to buy your ATV. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Okay, oh, we gotta hang a right. We went too far. Let's see where we are again. Oh, we gotta cut down. We gotta cut down here. Let's see where we are. We're getting close. There we go. I believe this is the road to Stone Flood. Yeah, there's the place we sell the fish. We will park right here, and we'll park right here, and basically here's where we are here. Stone Flood's here. We're gonna be fishing at night. Let's make sure we got all the proper bait and everything. I'll tell you what we need, and we're gonna be catching a Wells catfish at Stone Flood. So let me get off this. We get off, and here, let me go into the shop and show you what we need.
Welcome, angler. What do you need? How can I help? Take a look at the shop's offer.
The first thing you'll need is a stronger rod. And the strongest rod you can get right now is this one here for 8,200. The PFE Carp Feeder 300. But to do with until you make money, and you can use the PFE Feeder Master 300 for 2,200. This one here. Now, for reels, the best reel you can buy is the PFE FD 2008 setup. The next one down you can buy is is the Harami 2022. So basically, the best setup is the PFE rod 300 carp feeder, and the second best one is the let me go back. The next best one is the PFE Feeder Master 330, and then rods, we already talked about the reels. The best reel is this one here, and the next best one is the Harami 2022. So the better rod and reel that you get, the less damage it'll do to your rod and line and everything, and the better off you are at reeling in fish faster, thus to make more gold. Now, as far as line, the best line you can get right now is the 14 kilogram, I believe. I can't find it here, so let's see here. Yeah, it's over here. 23 kilogram for $5.50. Now, if you're cutting back, if you're strapped for cash and you just want to build up slowly, what you should have is maybe let's see, I'm not sure what I've got by with, but let's see. I think you can get by with I think you can get by with mono. Let's see, mono. You can get by with oh yes, the 8 clear, this one here for 300. But the price is so close, you might as well just buy the more expensive one for 330. This one here for 550, 23 kilogram, because then you know you're safe. So just you can do this one at a time. So the next thing you're gonna need is basket, feeder basket, and the next thing you're gonna need after that is for the Wells catfish is natural baits. And the next thing you'll need here is the Prussian live, hold on, here we go here. Live Prussian carp. So I would start off by buying like 5 of these because the bait does wear down, and if it's not as fresh, when it runs down from green down to yellow, down to orange, and the lower that you get on the freshness of the fish, the less fish you'll catch. So it lasts a good amount of time. So I'll show you as we're going how to work. So buy about 5 Prussian carps, and then we're ready to go. Now let's get out of here and get to the fishing. So I've got some of the better rods. I'll show you. So run over here before you pitch your tent. Stone flood. So I pitch my tent right here. And the best time to, let's see what time it is now. The best time to, let's see, it's 1:27. It's 1:27. So the best time is from 12 to 7 in the morning. So right now we're at 1:30. So let's go up to 8 hours first. Go up to 9:30. And then we'll take another 3 hours. Should bring us up to like 12:30. Then we're good. Exit tent. So let's get ready. So our tent's pitched. Let's go up here to the, we're good to fish now. Now, rod stands here. I've got bite alarms. You can buy as many as you can afford. They cost like $1,000 each. But I mean, and eventually by just fishing here, even if you only got one rod, you'll be good. You'll make money. And the place to sell the fish is so close by, and the bait shop is so close by. So my first rod, as you can see, is the PFE Carp Feeder 300 and the PFE FT 2008. This is the top setup. And rod 2 is the same. And we got the live Prussian carp. See how it's at yellow? Green is the best, but yellow is still not too bad. So follow this setup in the PFE feeder basket. You do not need to put anything in the feeder basket. It's just used for the weight to sit on the bottom. So let's cast out and get ready to fish. I just cast out straight here. We got to be closer to put the rod in the rod stand. There we go. Line 2, as you can see, is the same setup. Read along the top. It's the PFE Carp Feeder 300, top notch, best you can buy, and PFE reel, and the best line, and the basket, and the same thing, and the Prussian carp. So let's cast this out. And I cast this to the max. Now, line 3 is a little bit different. We've got the next one down, the PFE Feeder Master 330, which is a lot cheaper than the rods 1 and 2 and reels 1 and 2. So I haven't made enough money yet to get the best on all 3, but I will soon. So let's cast this out and wait for our first bite. Each Wells Catfish, I believe, is worth about, depending on how big it is worth about, oh, we forgot to put the nets out. Let's put the nets out. 100, I got 3 nets. 350s. There. 2 is good enough for now. By the time we catch 2 full nets, we should have about 10 to 12,000 gold. Hence, 12 times 5 is 60. So you'll have enough to buy everything that you need, including the ATV if you so choose, in 4 to 6 hours. But if you don't got all the best setups, you can individually buy better and better setups. My next step is to buy the rod number 3, the same as rod number 1 and rod number 2. The best money can buy. Each of those costs about $13K, I think, to get the 2 best bottom feeders and the 2 best reels. So let's wait for our first fish. And then I'll show you how to catch the sturgeon. It's basically, you can use the same 3 rods, but actually rod number 3, since sturgeons are a little bit bigger than the Wells catfish, you should always have your finger on page up and page down to control your drag. If there's too much drag, the higher the drag, the faster your fish will come in, but also the more damage you do, and the more damage you'll do to break your line or break your reel or break your rod, which you don't want to do because then you'll be going backwards. So let's wait for our first fish here, and yeah, we'll catch one soon. I've got about 40 to 50 hours in on this so far game, and this is where I've made it so far. But I'm not as good as some of you guys will be. I did things a slow way from trial and error. Sometimes it can take a while to catch a fish, but we'll catch one soon, I imagine. Let me show you the. Let me show you the. I can't show you now, but when your bait actually ages, and when it's at full freshness, it's a green circle. When it's a lesser freshness, it's a yellow circle, and then even less than that is an orange. And then the older your baits get, the less fish you're likely to catch. Just keep that in mind. I'll show you more about that later. Now, the European sturgeon are the same three setups we can use here. Rods 1 and 2 being the best. Rod 3 will give you a little bit of trouble with the sturgeon because you're a bigger fish. And not much, so you just got to be careful and keep your finger on the page up and the page down button on your keyboard to lessen and increase the drag, which will bring in your fish faster, but like I said, will also damage or break your line and end up costing you money. Let's see if we can catch a fish here. We will. It's just a matter of waiting and time. Yeah, it's just a waiting game. Waiting game. Sometimes you'll catch one fish after the other. And in general, if you fish from around now from 12 o'clock to 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, you'll probably fill at least one of your 150 kilogram nets. So that'll make you about 6K in gold. With the European sturgeon, you'll make even more. Hopefully we can catch a fish soon. It's getting kind of boring. You put your fish slot, there's a bite. And it's on my weakest rod. So when it goes, oh, let's go to rod 1. It's a stronger rod. Yes. So see watch the green. It can touch the top, but if it touches the top, reduce your drag a little bit. I think this is a small fish. Oh, it's not reeling in. So now it's reeling in. Sometimes you have to press escape because the game locks up. So it's okay if the green is like 75% to the top, or even briefly touching the top is okay. But for if it touches the top on either your rod, line, or reel, and it holds at the top, press page down to release your drag. Now I'm at 80% drag. I go even higher than that, especially on your stronger rods. I'm going to go to 100. But always watch your line. Obviously, the fastest way to reel in your fish is at 100%. So keep your fingers on the page up and page down on your keyboard to control your drag. See, this fish is coming in easy. I hope it is a Wells catfish, though. Let's see. It could be a northern pike. Yeah, it looks like it's a northern pike. And not what you want. It still adds up. Put in net. Let's see if we can catch a Wells catfish. The next one will probably be at Wells. And that was on my weakest rod, so you can tell by the way of the fight, if it comes in too easily, you probably got a northern pike. It still adds up for a little bit of money, but not much. I think the Wells catfish, you get about 500 gold to 600 gold each fish. A full net will get you 5 to 6,000. A full 150 kilogram net. That's how you put your fishing light on and off. I usually keep it, depending on the visibility of my line, I decide whether I want it on or off. Because sometimes you can have a fish on and you'll notice your line's moving, but your alert alarm is not going off. It eventually will, but you got to keep your eye on all things. So let's see if we can catch a Wells catfish now, and then we'll move on to the sturgeon. Just a waiting game, waiting game, waiting game. But it's fun. Sometimes you catch fish after fish and make good gold. Other times you might wait a while to catch a single fish. And then, like I said, it could here usually what it usually is. It's either the northern pike or the targeted Wells catfish is what you want. You can catch a lot of Wells catfish here. And it's always a good idea to catch a task, like a kilogram task. Like I got here, catch 20 kilogram. Oh, there's a fish. And it's on one of my bigger rods. So let's see if, let's see how big this fish is going to be. Oh, I lost it. So let's reel it in and cast it out again. That wasn't too good. Oh, there is a fish on there. It's a small one. I think it's a Wells catfish. Yeah, it's a Wells catfish, 2 kilograms, baby. Thought it was gone. You can't catch 20 kilograms. No, not 20. I think you catch 15 to 17 kilogram catfish is about the biggest you'll get. Let me know in the comments if you get any bigger. I think my biggest one was like 16 kilograms. Let's let's see if this is a bigger one. Oh yeah, you got to be careful because this green was maxing out. And this is on my weaker rod. Let's see if we can catch a 10 kilogram plus Wells catfish at least. And then we'll move to catch European sturgeon. I don't think this is a big one. It's coming in too easy. In any case, we'll move on. Oh, it's bigger than the 2 kilograms, but you might get 300 gold for this. Oh, it's 4 kilograms, small one. But I guess it's just a matter, it's the RNG gods will decide what you catch here. So let's unload all the rods. Let's reel everything in and move to the European sturgeon, which is close by. So just spending 2 or 3 hours, or actually even an hour, will make you 6K here, because you will catch bigger fish. For the purposes of the video, I'm going to move on and show you how to catch a European sturgeon. Reel these in. And we'll move to the next spot and catch some sturgeon. Okay, now put that rod away. Put that rod away. And put that rod away. Sometimes it bugs out. Now we gotta take our nets. Don't forget your nets, because it'll be a pain in the butt to find out where you left your left everything. So we'll take that back. Now we're ready to move. Don't forget to take your tent. And here's where we're going to move. We're going to move here to the rocky shore on the end of this dock right here. And since I don't got my ATV to get there quick, we'll run there. But we'll run there fairly quickly. This is why I want to buy an ATV. Oh, but I left an ATV. There it is. I can drive there. I forgot I had rented this one. Use vehicle. Which way is he pointed? There, it's kind of hard to steer this sometime. To get coordinated, yes. There's where we're going to set up our the second dock there, the far one. So we'll leave our vehicle right here and get out and set up our tent right here. Although we don't need a tent because I'm using it at the same time. The sturgeon you should catch at between 12 and 7 in the morning also. So the difference between the wild catfish and the sturgeon, first of all, the sturgeon are bigger. I've caught one like 28 kilograms. They do take a little longer and they're harder on your rods. So as soon as possible, move up to the stronger feeder rods. But the cheaper feeder rods that I originally showed you and reel still do work. That'll be my number 3 rod. So let's get the rod stand out. And here, rod stand, put it right like that, and put the bridle arms on. Put nets out. Well, for the purposes of the video, I'm not going to put my net out, but if you're doing it, don't forget to put your nets out. It's a hassle to put it in, drop your fish on the ground, put the net out, and then make sure your fish doesn't fall back into the water before the net is up. So let's cast. Oh, we gotta change the bait. So we don't want live Prussian carp. What we want is fish fillet now. Fish fillet. There. This one's ready to go, so we can cast this out. I usually just cast it to the max. Straight out. So we get the fish fillet there. We gotta change this to fish fillet. There we go. Now this rod is ready to go out. Cast it out, max. So those are my 2 strong rods. And the third rod is the weaker rod of the 3. And we got to put fish fillet on here. See, this fish fillet is red. I'm just going to get rid of that because that bait is almost dead. You won't catch fish on that. That's why you got to keep you got to keep your fish fillet like green, like the green circle here. You can see it up here too on the bar. Yellow is not too bad. So put that up. Hold on. There, fish fillet. So we're ready to go. Let's go and catch our first European sturgeon. And we just wait. Let's see if I can put out a fishing net just for the hell of it. Yeah, I could. You can put it out while you're engaged, I guess, but it's hard to do when you got a fish on. Yeah, so let's just wait for a bite for our first European sturgeon, then we'll end this video. And the whole point of this video was to show you how to catch these fish and make 5 to 6 thousand gold per hour, approximately, in real life between European sturgeon and Wels catfish. It can be done. And when you're fishing here for the European sturgeon, which happens to be the biggest fishing game, you might as well, if it's available, join this global cyclic. You might as well join this global cyclic competition if the most weight of fish is caught or the biggest fish, because you might win. Because this is the biggest fish. You can also join the most weight of fish caught for Wels catfish, because that's a pretty good way to catch a large total weight. See if we can catch a fish in this video. Put our flashlight on and see where the lines are. Now remember, this fish here, the European sturgeon, I've caught one that was just under 30 kilograms. So you get a good amount of money for these. But they bite less, I would tend to guess. They bite less than the Wels catfish do. But there could be almost double the weight. And like I said, it's better to have a strong rod, the best money can buy, like I got on rod 1 and rod 2. But like I said, the rod 3 can work also too. The PFE feeder 330 is still able to catch these. But you just got to be careful by keeping your finger on page up and page down. If your line, rod, or reel maxes out to the max, you don't want it can touch the max, but you don't want it to be stuck there, because then something will break. I'll show you again when I catch a fish here. Hopefully usually the first fish you catch on these in this area will be a European sturgeon with the fish fillet. So far, I'm enjoying this game quite a bit. I could just imagine what the future will be like with all the new areas that'll come out in the months to come. I'll be looking at each update intensely to see what he's put new out, because I love the game. I enjoy it very much. Let's see if we cannot catch a European sturgeon here first, and then we'll end the video. Oh, it's starting to rain out. Maybe this will bring some luck. Hopefully the rain will bring some luck. Oh, it stopped raining. Let's reel in line 3, rod 3, and recast and see if that changes anything. Well, we got fresh baits on, and yeah, it's just luck of the draw that we haven't caught a fish yet. It usually doesn't take this long. We can leave the rods and let's go fast forward to 3 hours to like 6 in the morning and see if that changes anything. Let's try 6 in the morning. Six to 8 o'clock in the morning would be the latest, but I have caught European sturgeon up to 8 in the morning. And I'm sure you could probably even catch it even later than that, but I just don't have no experience with that. So my rods are still going. Let's see if anything gets triggered now. We'll give it 5 minutes to see what happens. I imagine we should catch one by then. Like I said, this is the biggest fish in the game to date. It can go up to 29 kilograms. Like I was just under 30 kilograms. Personal record. Hopefully, if we do catch one, it'll be on rod 1 or 2 so we can reel it in fast. Those are way stronger rods, the carp feeder 300s, and they make the job of reeling in big fish a lot easier. And the alarm, I'm pretty sure this will be European sturgeon. Just waiting for it to go off. These fish are more elusive than the Wells catfish. But like I said, they are double the weight sometimes. I'm frustrated with how long this is taking. So let's move the rods. I'll show you the second spot nearby that's also a good spot. I'm going to go in like 2 minutes and try that second spot and fast forward the time to the night again because the night is better for European sturgeon. Let's give it a few minutes. I've never waited so long, I don't think. This is a record. Figures I'm making a video and it's taken so long, but this is the spot. Okay, I'm going to do a different spot just for the sake of showing you, which is another good spot just to the right of here. Let's pick up the rods, reel them in, and move. This is a good spot though, but I mean sometimes it's dead, like it is now. Okay, put that rod away. And we'll switch to the night again. We'll catch a European sturgeon for sure. Put that rod away. Put that rod away. Put the net away. Take the rod stand back and move. First we're going to change the time to night again. Anywhere from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. like I told you before. And we'll move to spot number 2. Two 8-hour shifts should do it. Bring me into the early morning. Okay, the next spot is right over here, very close by. Right here. This spot here, you can't set up too close because the rod stand won't set up on the rock. So what you do is a rod stand is there you go, that's about as close as you can get. Bite alarms. And put out the individual rods. See, my fish fillet is still green, so I'm good. The hook is green. Everything should be green. Especially the fish fillet should be green or not too far down the line, because when your bait gets old, you got to change it in order to catch fish faster. So here we go here. I was cast out right to the left of here. See if we cannot catch a European sturgeon in the house. Oh, some action going out there. Let's see if it'll take my line. Like I said, the European sturgeon are a little harder to catch, but you do catch them. Sometimes one right after the other. Other times it takes longer. And you can wait 5-10 minutes for just one. But like I said, they're big fish. You can catch them up to, like, I'm sure people have caught them over 30 kilograms. I've caught one at just under 30, like at 29.84. See if we can catch one soon. If the RNG gods are good to us. Come on, give me a bite. Come on, fishy, fishy. Starting to rain. Maybe that'll bring us a bite. I'm surprised at how long it's taken to catch these fish. I guess I'm not very good at fishing. Sometimes they come one after the other. Sometimes they take a long time to come, like now. Maybe it has to do with the weather and the time. Like, well, I know night's good, but maybe it has to do with the weather and the wind or whatever. Because sometimes it's like now, it's just not, they're not biting. I'm going to move. I'm going to move. Just a few feet over. We're going to catch one of these European sturgeon if it's the life of me. Okay. We'll catch one. We got the right setup and the right bait, and it's fresh, and we will catch one. Let's move over a few feet. Sometimes the rod stand gives me trouble setting it up. Maybe a little bit back. I think, there we go. Bite arms. Rod number 1. I'll cast it off towards the dock, kind of, because I've caught them here before. And rod 3, the weakest rod. You can still catch them with this though. You gotta be careful. Let's wait for the alarms to go off. Be nice to catch a sturgeon soon. We will, just so I can end this video. One of my vehicles is about to run out of time. I'm going to have to run back or use the cloud save to get another vehicle. That's why I told you, there's no place, as far as I know, to buy a vehicle up here or rent one. You have to rent it only at the start. And if your time runs out, it's kind of like, how do you ever get back to the spot where, except but by running, you have to run. And that's a long ways to run. Maybe I can rent it again, right at the, I don't know. No, you can't rent it here. Yeah, let's see how much time is left. Still no sturgeon. We'll get one soon. Still no sturgeon. This is ridiculous. I've caught many here though. I'll give it another 2 minutes and I'll just leave it up to you guys to trust me that the sturgeon are here either in this spot or on the dock to the left of here. Right here, Rocky Shore, or here is where you catch this European sturgeon. Okay, guys, you'll just have to take my word for it that the sturgeon are here on the end of this dock, and or in this spot here you can catch them. And I've already shown you where the Wells catfish are. So if you want to make enough money to buy an ATV or buy better equipment, these are the two primary spots to do it. I wish you luck. Leave a like and subscribe. Sorry the RNG guards weren't good to me. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.